Hi everyone, Ian here. So if you've watched any of my other videos, you might be aware that I am a big fan of using the Apple Refurbished store. Well, there's actually another place you can get Apple products for slightly less. There's not many places that you can get them, but there's also Amazon Warehouse. Now, this is slightly different to the Apple Refurbished store in that they do not come with the same kind of quality control that the Apple Refurbished store does. And it does not come with the 1-year warranty that you would get with the Apple Refurbished store as well. However, having said all that, there are some significant discounts on the non-custom, so the baseline models that you can get from Apple through Amazon. So today we're going to be answering that question of how bad could a product be picked up from Amazon Warehouse with this. And this is a M1 Pro. So this is the 1TB version of the M1 Pro, and the only details that I've got on this that is repackaged, which you can quite clearly see from the box, because it is not a standard Apple box. And I'm wondering how bad this can be, because this is a very small box, and if we compare it to my MacBook Pro, there is not a lot of room in there for the MacBook Pro to sit. It looks like it may have just been put in bubble wrap. So we're going to take a look at that now and see how bad it actually is. I'm going to open it up and I wonder if I've actually wasted my money. So this came in at 1763, so a significant discount over the if you're buying it direct from Apple. So if you get it in the refurb store, it's 2159. If you get it from brand new, it's 2399. So it's the 1TB with a 10-core CPU, 16-core GPU. And this should apparently only have the repackaging done and nothing else. It didn't mention any other damage, but given the way this box is, I do not know if that's going to be the case. So let's open it up and see what we're actually dealing with. You can see as well we've got a little bit of a dink on this box here. It's not that great. I definitely felt some buyer's remorse when this turned up yesterday. Let's get on this side. And I'll be interested to see how this has been packed, because I think it's literally, and whether or not it's even the same chargers and things like that, because it looks like it's just been literally lobbed in a box. And there you go, it's literally within some bubble wrap. So what have we got? We've got power brick. Let's check its actual power brick. It's the 96 watt one, which is the actual one that comes with the original 1TB model. So we've got the cable. We've got a tape down version of the instructions. And then let's now see how bad this model is. It's literally just been wedged in with bubble wrap. Got an anti-static bag there. Definitely not the unboxing experience you get with Apple. I'd be interested to know if there's no scratches or anything on this, because some of the other ones that were listed, there was others listed, but they all cited damage to them. Whereas this one's literally no box. I can cope with no box for the sake of, I think it was 130 quid for a box. And immediately I can see there's damage there. There's 2 dents on the bottom. There's a chip on the bottom. And so yeah, so I don't know if you can catch that, but we've got a dent here, we've got a dent here. I can say right now that I think this is going straight back, because they have obviously not included damage that is on the bottom of the chassis. Oh yeah, and in case you're wondering, it does still come with the Apple stickers. So this is the thing with that, but who's to say where that damage is crept in, because you've got a chip and 2 dents on the bottom of the machine, so it's definitely not in the very good condition that was specified, and obviously we're in a different box, and I wouldn't be surprised if that damage has been caused just by the fact that they've transported it in a box that is just completely inadequate for it. So the screen and everything.
To use English as the main language, press the return key.
So the screen looks okay. Keyboard, I don't know at this point. There's also a little bit of a scuff there. I mean, all of this is kind of fairly superficial, but it's the fact that it's not been divulged when I purchased it. So I've gone ahead and thought that I'm buying something that doesn't have any damage to it whatsoever. And actually, as well as being repackaged, it has some fairly significant damage to, well, not significant, but some damage. It's not on the top here, doesn't seem that bad.
To use British English, to use Australia,
To use
The other
English
thing
as the
I'd
main
like-
language, press the return key.
Other thing I'm interested in knowing is how many cycles this has done. So battery cycles. So yeah, there's a couple of problems that we've not actually heard about. From the top, it looks okay. There's no damage to the sides. It's on the bottom that's the problem, and that's not something that's been listed, like I said, which is frustrating. So I actually wanted to follow up on this. I said earlier that I would likely be returning this to Amazon, but I've been in touch with them and shown them the damage that I've seen through their contact stuff on their site, and they've actually offered me a partial discount on it, which I've taken because the partial discount was 20%, which it works out to be like £352. For the damage on the bottom there, I think I'm willing to accept that for £352 off. I still have my kind of return to Amazon if it develops a fault in the next year, which I discussed with them. So I also have the option of whether in the next month I decide that I don't actually want to take that offer and I'd prefer to have something else, maybe the M2 later on. Or maybe I find that the some of the accessories like the adapter, etc. don't work. Yeah, but that's a difficult one to not be missed, because if you think this is a retail price of $23.99 and you're getting an offer of basically, I think it's like £1,400 with all those discounts thrown in. There's the original discount of Amazon Warehouse. There was an additional discount stacked on top of that that they had 10% off on that warehouse day. And then they just offered me another 20%. Ends up being like 30% off. So we're looking like £1,000 off the retail price, which is not to be sniffed at really. At the top of it looks fine, as I said, and looking at the screen, I can't see anything wrong there, or as I've kind of experienced. But yeah, that's a deal, really. £1,400. That's cheaper than my last MacBook that I had. Obviously, that didn't have damage on it when I received it. But yeah, I think I'm happy with that, and I've finally got a machine. Anyway, I'm going to be using this over the next little while, and hopefully we'll be seeing it on a couple of videos. And yeah, I'll be talking more about the MacBook Pro. I hope you enjoyed the video. Yeah, it's always pays to ask with these things, and I will see you soon in a new video. Bye for now. What's that? Bye for now.